welcome back to Three Girls, One Baking Pan. I love rock and roll. My name is Kenzie Malone.
I'm Son Elgomore.
She's always so fucking sad. This is our special guest, Miss Kabbalah Divine.
Kabbalah. Yeah.
She's so, you're just sucking the life out of us, okay?
It'll be alright.
Oh my God. So Kabbalah is here today with a special guest, and she is making, I believe it's called Black Magic Brownies.
Yes.
How did you come about this recipe?
The devil made her do it.
Yeah, I licked my crack just the right way and I did it for him. So, well, I have actually come up with this recipe. I had this recipe, what was it, 8 years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Her husband, at the time, he did not like beans. And so I came up with a recipe that I knew that I could make something that he would like that had beans in it. And of course, what better way to disguise beans than with sugar and chocolate? And
Exactly. I can remember to this day her telling him, holding the brownie and going, "Take this, you bean motherfucker, you!" You remember that?
I do.
But it was in his rectum, not his mouth.
That's true.
She said that to me before.
She did. You look a little. You look happy to be here today.
I'm excited to be here.
You really do. You really do. Those are my safety pins, by the way. All right. Kick us off, lady. Kick us off.
I've got the knife.
I got a hair in my mouth. I went lesbian. I don't know if y'all know that. And ever since I've had a hair in my mouth.
Alright, first we're going to go over the ingredient list. We have one 15-ounce can of black beans.
Ooh.
Then I have a third of a cup of butter and 3 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil.
Oil.
Then I have
And a dead man's stove.
I have a 1/4 cup each of sweet and dark chocolate morsels. Then I have a 1/4 cup of baking cocoa. Then this is a teaspoon of baking
Poppers.
powder.
Do you use poppers too?
2 teaspoons of all-purpose flour unbleached, and a pinch of salt.
Kenzie's unbleached.
Everything but my butt. I had my
Then
butt
we
bleached.
have
Burn.
6 egg yolks at room temperature.
Okay. You know,
Right here, I want to tell a little yolk.
okay. Give it to us.
No, that was
The yolk of the day.
that was the yolk.
It was horrible. I didn't get it.
And this is my special buttermilk mix, of which I'll come back to how to make that real quick. Then we have some honey whiskey.
I made that earlier today.
We went to Lawrenceburg and bought that.
I paid for it.
3/4 cups of dark brown sugar.
Ooh.
Sounds devilish.
So to make my
I am nude, sister.
so this is a buttermilk mix that I've made myself. What I do is I take a 7.6 ounce can of table cream, and then I put about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in it until it curdles, and I mix it up really well. And then you pour in a 1/2 cup of milk, and then that'll make about that much of the buttermilk mix. And it's really good to use in baking products to get a really smooth and creamy flavor. And also I like to use it in biscuits in place of the buttermilk, because it tends to make them a lot flakier.
So it's easy to say that's your black magic part, isn't it? 'Cause that's
That
your
would be the
special-
magic in it.
Technically, yes.
I love it. I love it. All right.
And so we're going to start this off.
I have the food processor. Pass me the ingredients as you need me to
So
blend them.
first we need to melt the oil and butter into the chocolate. So we'll take this and put it in there for 30 seconds in the microwave.
I'm gonna get everything open for you so you're good to go.
One little pro tip is if you spray this
Ooh.
first, it'll help keep things from
It'll help
sticking.
grease it up. Grease that monkey.
And so we're going to go ahead and put the beans into the food processor.
Okay. Now on this buttermilk, do you like a really old buttermilk or do you like it young?
I like an old buttermilk because it gives you a better tang to it.
I love it when you talk dirty to me.
Now we need what with the beans?
We're gonna pulsate them. Oh, she's getting the butter and oil. It's heated.
That feels like a fashion show up in here.
We are giving you the real news from Spencer's. And she's the breast, so.
The breast.
Depressed.
Oh yeah, I did press my gout.
You hear
I
me,
pressed
Lillian?
it. I pressed it.
All them wrinkles. There we go.
And so you're gonna pour that right into the chocolate.
Ooh, we gotta melt it, won't it?
Oh look here! I told you to get the cat out of the bag.
And then put
Get that cat! You got whiskers everywhere.
And then put the chocolate and butter and oil back in for 30 seconds.
Oh, I thought this was my part.
Yeah.
When do I get to do something?
In just a second. In 30 seconds.
You gotta be rough with her. You gotta just smack her around and hit her. I don't, Lord knows.
Oh, these black eyes. Kinsey Malone did this to me.
I like
That's why
black
I'm so
eyed peas
depressed.
myself.
That's why I'm so depressed.
This is
You know, it's terrible to be into a lesbian relationship and one beats up on the other.
I beat her so good. Her nickname's Rihanna.
Well, she does have that crisp brown eye.
This is true. I have said it for years and nobody agrees with me but you. So that went for 30 seconds and that's our butter, oil, and our chocolate.
Yes. Now we're gonna mix that up and make sure that that butter or the chocolate is melted.
I'm gonna get our oven preheating. What does our oven need to be preheated to?
360.
360.
Now, there's no cinnamon in this, is
So not
No.
366.
I would normally do 666, but it's not available.
If we bake them twice at 333.
And so now we're taking our chocolate mix and we're going to pour that into the baking cocoa.
Yeah. That looks delicious.
Oh, it is, trust me. And I normally like to add a quarter teaspoon or a quarter tablespoon of instant coffee, but I just don't have any of that at the moment. Put the rest of your dry ingredients in here as well. And then you're going to mix that and make sure that it's all mixed together and smooth.
Would it not do that here in the blender? I gotta do something.
She just wanting to beat something up so bad.
Well, you want to do this before you put it into the food processor because otherwise you can get chunks of the flour in there.
But we like it chunky and yet funky.
Chunky yet funky, daddy. There you go. That's looking good.
That looks great.
Okay.
Ooh. Make it smooth, daddy. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now?
Go ahead and pour that in there and make sure you get all
Thank God
that
you give her something to do.
chocolate out of there as well.
Get every drop of it, daddy.
Yeah.
I'm a black magic woman. Eating all of your pickles and cream cheese.
So this probably wouldn't be a bad time to mention Kabbalah's show that she's got started.
Yes.
She's the founder and all of. Would you want to go ahead and talk about Scream Queens?
Go ahead.
Oh yes, I have started Scream Queens. I started in August, and I really enjoyed doing
2019?
that. 2019,
Okay.
Yes.
Can I get the on-set helper to come and take some of these dishes away?
Look at Vanna. See, we've got, the Wheel of Fortune has a Vanna White. We have a Vanna Cream Contour. This is...
Now what would we do?
All right, now we're gonna go ahead and blend that
Ooh, look at baby.
on. Well, there's only one setting on that. Normally, I would blend this on the medium setting.
Well, I'll let you over here because you're going to
Okay.
pulsate it.
So while that's going, I would just like to say that while I do appreciate being on the show, these bitches are fucking crazy. Oh shit.
What'd you say?
We couldn't hear a word you
I
said.
was talking to them about how this processes and gets real smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure it's lined up there, woman. There you go.
So anyway, Zonnell sleeps with anything with legs. And Kenzie will eat anything with legs. Alright, now that we've got that nice and smooth, we're going to add the 6 egg yolks. Now the reason I only use egg yolks
hell yeah! Hell
is
yeah!
because
My
using
pussy?
the egg whites.
Hell yeah, my pussy!
I hate y'all. The reason I use egg yolks is because it makes a lot smoother of a batter.
Put
You're
some
going
corn
to go
down.
ahead and pour in the buttermilk.
This is so depressing. This is absolutely just totally depressing.
Would our on-set helper come and put the
And then
dish?
2 tablespoons of the honey bourbon.
Okay. Oh yeah, big cock.
Yeah, daughter.
Oh, the
and
brown
the
sugar.
brown sugar.
Zonnell, you're doing a good job helping.
Thank you. Kenzie don't do shit. We need to blend this together.
Yes.
Hermie! I need some water, Hermie!
How long we gotta blend?
So it's mixed all the way through.
Hi.
I really love helping.
I think you look real sad over there myself.
Mm.
I want y'all to know the new hairstyles is in. You volumize the back, and then it makes you look like you got a bigger brain. And when a man sees a big brain, that means you got a big old prostate. Speaking of prostates,
Kabbalah.
Yes.
this whole thing down here,
Look under here.
let me see.
Get him.
Here, go ahead, you go. Oh, Lord have mercy. She got planted potatoes under there.
Now this is going to look a little bit liquidy, and that's fine.
I got urine on me.
Because this is going to be
No,
a
it was
lot
mine, not
smoother of a brownie than you're used to. How the fuck do I get this off of here?
I'm drunk, y'all. I don't know.
Okay.
While we're sorting that out,
While we're sorting
Kabbalah,
that out, I'm going to spray this fucking pan.
Kabbalah, would you like some
Make sure
questions
that
from
your
the...
pan is nice and greasy, yeah, like Kenzie's butthole.
I'd have died if that would just poured out the bottom.
You gonna fix your hair too? Am I pretty moms? Can we talk about my kitchen?
If only you had a drag daughter that would help clean.
This is true. Well, she's gonna be gone for long anyway, so.
But when Angina comes to my house, she helps me clean the entire kitchen.
Angina,
Uh-huh.
Lord have mercy, how many kids you got? You gonna mess around and be like me if you don't quit. Oh, that looks so good.
I know this looks really liquidy,
It does
but
look
trust
really
me,
liquidy. Is it
it
supposed
turns
to?
into an amazing brownie.
Well, I can see it being real moist.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I cook it at 360.
You know, there was a previous episode that we was mixing up something and it just got lumpy and dry, just like an old biscuit.
Mm-hmm. That was Kenzie's recipe. That was rice.
You can come for a lot of things, but not my rice.
All right, hon, would you go ahead and put those in the oven if it's ready?
360, yeah, for how long?
For
How long?
25 to 30 minutes.
Okay, and you already made some too, didn't you?
Yes,
Ooh, I
and
love
so
the fried one.
what you do is you take a toothpick and you poke the back of it and make sure
My back or her back?
the back of the brownie. And that way you make sure, because it's going to inflate a little bit, because this does have a little bit of baking soda in there.
Well, you didn't know this, but Zonnell's into needle play.
Oh, she's already got into the damn brownies.
Oh, I loved it. Mine says, "Here lies my pussy."
Mm.
But as you can see when I break into these,
Break
they're
right
nice
together.
and soft and smooth. So it's a lot smoother of a brownie than
You can't
what
taste
you
the
would
brownie
normally
in that.
imagine.
You can't taste the brownie in these at all.
You
All
can't
that
taste the
beans.
beans at all.
Mm.
I love it. That is delicious. If you don't like beans, you're gonna like them now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Well, there's no saying about beans. Beans. The more you eat, the more you fart.
You know, can't nobody see you if you quit putting
That's
in my
not
pictures
it.
slow.
That is it.
No.
What is it?
No.
Beans,
Beans, the
good for your
vegetable
heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
No. It's wrong. Wrong. It's my back is aching, my bra too tight, my brownie shaking from the left to the right.
Sounds like a normal Friday night to me.
Alright guys, we gotta get cleaned up.
Well,
My little back roll sister here, I just love her to death, I tell you what.
and I'm depressed.
Are you sad? She is so sad. I want y'all to know, these solar powered dildos that they come out with. I'm saving that for later, ma'am. During this quarantine and everything that's going on, Zonell took it upon herself to be in energy sufficient, and she got herself a solar powered vibrator. And we have had some cloudy days. They've been dark, and she ain't got not a bit of energy on that vibrator.
I'll be the judge of that.
And she is just so sad. She makes me sit on her face and go, just so she can get the feeling of it. That's with my butt, of course, not my mouth. So, without further ado, guys, I guess we're ready. Special guest, Kabbalah Divine. We love her so much.
And these brownies are divine.
Kabbalah.
Oh, will you come take this and put it back in the refrigerator, hon? Our on-set helper.
There you go.
Before we go, where can we find you on social media?
Definitely.
I don't know what her
Craigslist.
fucking name is.
I've seen her on Craigslist.
Kabbalah
I'm
Divine.
on Facebook and Instagram as Kabbalah Divine.
Back page.
That's not
Dark
hard anymore.
web.
Yeah, the dark web.
Oh, the dark web. And you can find me on Charlotte's Web.
I watched this Red Room the other day and it was phenomenal.
Red
I'll
Rum.
send you the URL to it later.
Red Rum. Red Rum. Red Rum. Love y'all.
Breadcrumb.
Peace out and chicken grease, honey.
Breadcrumb.